Welcome to 50 Nights of Fright. I'm Tommy, joined again with Candy and Jason. Today we are talking about The Evil Dead. All right.
Yes.
What did we think of this experience?
First timer.
It was an experience. Like, what the crap am I watching?
She's afraid to hike now.
Yeah, don't go into the woods.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah. Or the basement.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it was definitely creepy.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it. Like, I was hoping.
It was not fun.
The thing that it took this movie many years to get it off the ground. That's what I was looking. So like on here, it's October 15th of '81 was the first time it was viewed, I guess, considered a release screening. But the wide release came in on April 15th on 1983. So even when it got to that point, they had to do film a segment of it just to try and get investors to get more money. You have a very famous director here. I believe this is his first big film.
Sam Raimi, yeah.
Right.
He and his buddies, from school,
Yeah.
would go and make short films. They actually made the progenitor of this. I think it's called Into the Woods or In the Woods or something like that. When they had enough money and time, they went out, they decided we're going to make a feature-length movie. This was the result. But yeah, it's definitely a good example of a first-time filmmaker giving it all he's got. And I think it turned out all right.
Yeah, he did Bruce Campbell and, Raimi and I guess his brothers and stuff like that. They did a lot of filming. They said, hey, look, you're the good-looking face. You should be the actor of the bunch. And that's how they kind of fell into that role. They said that in order to get where he could even get this to 35 millimeter, which would allow you for a wide release, he had to put up his property.
Yeah.
Just to get to enough money just to get. So this movie, there's things the scenes that they don't necessarily quite correlate match because there's so much time in between there. They have, the spirits, we'll call them, and they refer to them as Shemp.
Yeah.
If you look at the Shemp list, it's quite extensive, the prosthetics.
They had a lot going on with all of the, a lot of people coming and going for the makeup and everything. I think I prefer this one over the semi-remake sequel in Evil Dead 2, which I'm guessing you haven't let Candy watch.
I have not
She has
seen
not
it.
seen Evil
No.
Dead 2.
It's a much more palatable experience than Evil Dead 1.
I don't want to walk out into the woods alone or with anybody else. Nor
That-
do I want to stay in a cabin in the woods.
That was your pet peeve, actually, because who's out here?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that stuck with me.
Was there a specific moment in there that stuck with you? I know one definitely comes to mind, but I don't know if that's the same one you're thinking of.
I would say yeah, because you're not like a fifth wheel, but you're the girl who doesn't have a guy with you. You hear a noise, you're in your room, and you're gonna say, or you see somebody, you're gonna go outside by yourself in a spot you're not familiar with and go through the woods asking, who's out there?
Yeah, no lights.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
I don't know what the equivalent of distance, but it was not close.
Yeah.
Right? It was not close.
But then when she started running, she was right there at the house. I don't know.
I think it's a mostly fun experience. What sticks with you, Jason? You've seen it before, so.
I think that the part that I like, if you're looking at the film part, the gore was it's some movies that kind of things they try and do the shock value. I like the fact how they're doing practical stuff, like when they're trying to make it look like this spirit is going across, and it was like a boat, and they pushed across the boat with the fog, and they kind of sped things up, and that part was really cool to me. Bruce Campbell, I love Bruce Campbell, right? So that character went on to do a lot of great things with this, with this film franchise, and also his other roles. I love Burn Notice.
Burn Notice definitely comes to mind. I love Bubba Hotep, where he plays Elvis. Yeah. So, Bruce Campbell is definitely a star, and you could see that as early as this film.
I think he's the relatable character that you're like, man, I wish I was like him, right? I'd see that a lot there. He's got charisma. He shines. One of the things I thought was interesting though was the movie was supposed to be called Book of the Dead, and they I guess someone that was smarter than everyone else who deals with the finances and stuff. No, the kids aren't going to go see this movie. It's about a book.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. Low budget, but I think for what how they had to go about it, it was an enjoyable movie for me. I definitely enjoyed the movie overall. One really weird scene. But other than that, it was
it sticks with you.
It does stick with you.
Because you're like,
literally, there's a pun there.
You're not.
Boom, boom, boom.
Candy.
Yeah.
Is this something you would revisit?
I enjoyed the experience. I won't revisit probably, but some of the things. Another thing that did stick with me is when that girl got stuck, like in the ankle, the foot.
Yeah.
The girlfriend,
Yeah.
But all the girls were killed first, it seems like. So yeah, it was kind of just like, oh my gosh. But I do think it was nice that the main character was trying to save his girlfriend the whole time.
Right.
That is love.
Well, and then she was in where she was like a demon, and then she wasn't, and I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Is this a trick? And like, how does it go in and out? And then she's just sitting there laughing on the ground.
That's me when I
right?
get tickled.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what are we giving The Evil Dead?
I'm going with a 7. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going with a 9 for me. I think that for what the money that they had, the experience that they had, I think they knocked it out of the park.
All right. Has Evil Dead earned its place as a memorable film, or do you think something else should have taken its place on this list?
What year did it come out?
81. 81 to 83 wide release. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't want to go into the woods or go into a cabin.
Yeah, or a cellar, right?
Or like there's a front porch swing going.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I won't go there.
All right.
But yes, I believe it's earned its place.
I think it's earned its place.
Okay.
Is the answer, short answer, yes.
Excellent. All right. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of 50 Nights of Fright. That was The Evil Dead. Join us again tomorrow when we are covering John Carpenter's The Thing.